Does HR really matter? To answer this question, we need to look into this one insight coming out from Harvard Business Review. Companies with a strong HR practice and powerful HR strategies can create amazing impact for them. And what kind of amazing impact are we talking about? It can create up to 2.5 times more profitability for the business and can drive almost double productivity inside the company. So that leads to one fundamental factor is this. The company's growth is directly tied to how well it leverages its human capital. Strategic workforce planning and expertise are the keys to unlocking the potentials. If we never met before, I'm John Masood Pervez. In a professional life, I'm a business transformation expert. I have 2 key expertise on this: digital transformation, and number 2 is a workforce transformation. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all the different key takeaways and the nuggets of 100x Business Workforce Chapter 2. So you could take in all of them away, prepare yourself for your transformational journey, and create a business breakthrough by workforce in your company. So McKinsey did a research on all the CEOs' expectation, and where 60% of CEOs say this one, HR should be one of the key driver of innovation when it comes to a business transformation. That leads to one section of the chapter 2 called Operation Center to Innovation Center. Traditionally, in a company, HR is always seen out as one of the operational center. How do we can transform an operation center to innovation center where the HR will be able to play a great role of business innovations and business strategies and drive the company forward to create business breakthrough. So the point is about where to start, where to focus on, what should be the big blueprint, and what should be the step in this section clearly been covered into it inside the book. So when we're talking about this one other insight, 55% HR leader already confessed this one. They don't really know the business objective. They don't know how their HR initiative is actually tied to the business objective coming from the CEO. So that leads to the another section of the chapter 2, which is the game manager, understanding the true role of HR inside the workforce or in the company. So in a company, there's a group of people who are working in the business, like all the different departments, and there is also a group of people who are working on the business. But here's the true role of the HR is to become putting all the thing together and act like a game manager. It's kind of like creating a hamburger and we're selling into it. And here, the whole company itself is a hamburger. Because at the end of the day, the business owner, they're looking to sell the business to another one. They're preparing the hamburger to sell the business to another business owner too. So that leads to tie to the framework we talked about in this chapter, in this section, is about the pro hamburger framework. So in this hamburger, the bacons is the CEO who is actually working on inside the business particular strategy and working on how to grow the business and how to looking into overall the helicopter view and solving the thing with the high value activities as well. Inside the hamburger, the beef is all the executive. We're doing the day-to-day activity and getting things done and driving the business forward. Cheese are actually the managers who are actually gluing all the different pieces inside the organ, particularly the muscles very, very well and putting it together so that all the creating a great amount of outcome into it between all those muscles means all the executives. So then the top bun is actually work like the branding or marketing activity. So the bottom bun is actually work on like the connection between the employees, product and services, CEOs, and also the customer too. So it's actually work as like a framework who is holding the whole company together. It's the foundational platform into it. And then all the tomatoes and lettuce we have, so those are different processes. So all the processes, all the glues we have, they're going to put all the thing together. So it's a clear guideline, how should be done, what is the definition of done, how to do the thing process, how you should be behaving, how you should be talking. The HR is not doing any of it, but the goal is about, as a game manager, is to how to put all the thing together in the right order. So finally, it's a great hamburger for the ultimate buyers. And that's why the key role of the HR is as a game manager inside the organization. So Gallup found out a very powerful insight. They find out this one, 87% of the employee are not engaging enough or are completely disengaged into the workforce. That is a big issue because ultimately what do we need to do? We need to make the best use of our team and workforce and engage them so they can create a great amount of progress. So that leads to another section of chapter 2 is about scaling the executive. So how do we can transform our disengaged employees to a highly scalable executives? There is a one key takeaway for this one is this. The most successful companies are those that are not develop their employees skill, but also align their personal belief and trait with our mission. So that's why in these sections, we dive into 3 fundamental key factors which we're going to use to scale the executive. Number 1 is a character trait. Number 2 is a skill. Number 3 is the belief. So now, in these sections, in this chapter 2, where we get a bunch of tools, research outcomes, industry benchmarks, we're going to put it all together and we can assess this 3 fundamental factor to find out where is our present team and workforce manager and leader they're in right now in terms of present situation. So we can understand what are the key bullet points we need to focus on to scale them up. So that's why we can focus on how do we scale up a disengaged workforce manager to a highly productive workforce who are really highly scalable too. So that's why we can able to create a business breakthrough. So all the tools I mentioned, there's a bunch of templates here, there's a bunch of other frameworks here in the chapter. Those there is no need to pay any other additional cost. There's a link into it and you can download and you can access and you can put it all together to package this app so you can take your initiative forward to create business breakthrough by your team. Like this, I'll be sharing different other tools and other different chapter summary, key takeaway from different chapter of 100x business workforce. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it out any of them. The book is already available in the market. So check the link in the description below, grab the book and kickstart your transformational journey to boost your own career and success, and then also create an ability to create business breakthrough for your company. There is another video coming right now where it's going to be another tools after the book. So check the video right now and I'll see you there. All the best.